Question 4. So the curve with equation y equals 2 log of 8 minus x meets the line y equals x at a single point x equals alpha. Show that, well, alpha lies between 3 and 4. So this is a change of sign method question. So what we're going to need to do, set them equal to each other. So 2 log of 8 minus x and y equals x. So y equals 2 log of 8 minus x and y equals x are the two equations, so set them equal to each other. So this was part A, so set them equal to each other. We've got 2 log of 8 minus x equals x, which implies, and the change of sign method only works when one side is equal to 0, so if I take away x, I get 2 log of 8 minus x equals 0, and now I'm ready to do the change of sign method. So find f of 3 equals 2 log of 8 minus 3 minus 3, putting that in the calculator, so 2 natural log of 5 take 3 is 0.219, and we must do this bit, which is greater than 0, and that's an important thing to write. We must compare it to 0. So now let's do f of 4. So f of 4 equals 2 log of 8 minus 4 equals, so let's go back to our calculator, and that becomes 4, as does that, equals minus 1.227, so minus 1.227, which is less than 0. Again, this here is an important thing to write. So these words are very important now. Therefore, change of sign, and since function is continuous in the interval 3, 4, this implies root alpha lies in the interval 3, 4, as we were asked to show. So now let's have a look at part B. It says figure 2 shows the graph of y equals 2 log of 8 minus x and the graph of y equals x. The student uses this iterative formula here in an attempt to find an approximation for alpha. Using the graph and starting with x1 equals 4, determine whether or not this iteration formula can be used to find an approximation for alpha, justifying your answer. So it hasn't asked us to do this, it's just asked us to use the graph. So let's mark on the graph what will happen in this iterative method. So we start at 4 here and go vertically up to the curve, and you should do this with a ruler. Okay, so there it is there, vertically up to the curve from 4, then across to the line y equals x, then from there vertically up to the curve, there it is there, then across the line y equals x, then vertically to the curve, and we can see that it's centering in, or to use a technical piece of terminology, converging towards this root here. So let's actually show it a few more steps, centering in on that or converging to that solution. So then it goes there, then up, so you can see going right until it gets to that solution. So remembering what the question asked, it said determine whether or not this iteration formula can be used to find approximation for alpha, justifying your answer. Well, yes, it converges towards a solution in a cobweb diagram, so that's what we'd write. So a little bit of room here. So part B, yes, it is suitable as it converges to alpha, forming a cobweb diagram. The key piece of terminology here is converges. The mark scheme also uses the word spirals, but converges and cobweb are very good words to use as well. So if you need any help with any of these iterative methods, have a look at the video solutions on my website, all the video tutorials, or have a look at some of the categorized exam questions I've made. For more videos like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to find out more about our Skype tuition and revision courses, go to alevelmathsrevision.com.